Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Jyoti Prakash and let's get into the video. First of all, let's look into one-day candle of Bank Nifty chart. After that, we will going to look into 15-minute candle and for identifying any trade. But before that, we need to identify trend where market is going and what market showing us by one-day candle chart. After that, we will going to 15-minute candle. But in one day candle here you can see that Bank Nifty closes around 41,125 and it made a high up of 41,550 530. But if market continues to go down by opening flat, or if it opens around 41,000 or 41,150 and it continues to go down and it closes above 41,000, then you will going to take it for selling and your immediate target will be 40,770 and second target will be 40,580 and you can set your third target to 40,350. For buying it needs to closes above 41,500, and if it closes above 41,000 in between 15 to 20 minutes, then you can take trade for buying and your target will be 41,700 to 41,830. But for now we'll look into for any selling scenario, because tomorrow is expiry day and you know that market shows so many volatile moment on basically on Thursday market, and you should be aware of that. And for first set your stop losses and set your risk limit. After that you can take trade on expiry day. Okay, now let's look into 15-minute candle. Here you can see that Bank Nifty opens a gap up on Tuesday, and after that it continues to go down and get sideways for almost 3 to 4 hours. But at the last 45 minutes, market shows some negative movement and it closes below those range. And if market continues opens here and continues to go down, and if it closes above 41,000, as I said, our target will be 40,550 first, and second target we can set to 40,400 to 40,350. But for buying, it needs to closes above 41,500. Then we can proceed for buying. But assume market opens around 41,500 or 41,600. Then what we will going to do? If it closes above 41,500 or 41,600 by opening gap up and it shows any positive movement there, then we can take trade for buying, and our target will be 41,700 to 41,820. And if it shows any negative movement by opening gap up, then we will going to take trade for selling, and our target will be 41,400 to 41,150. Okay, and let's assume markets open gap down and it closes below 41,700, 41,800. Then what we will going to do? If it closes above below 14,700, then if it shows any negative movement there, then we will going to take trade for selling, and our target will be, as I said, 40,400 to 40,350. But let's assume it opens gap down and shows positive movement here and it made some good positive candles here. Then we'll going to take trade for buying, and our target will be, first target will be round level 41,000, and if it closes above 41,000 in 1 or 2 hours, then we'll going to set our target to 41,150 to 41,200. Okay, and that's it for Bank Nifty, guys. Now let's look into Nifty one day candle chart. As Bank Nifty also made some negative movement here and it closes below that doji candle, and we can expect some selling pressure here if it continues to go down by opening flat, or if it closes below 650, 17,650, then we'll going to take trade for selling, and our small target will be 17,600, and we can set our second target to 17,520. But for buying scenario, it needs to closes above 17,800. If the market closes above 17,800 on Thursday, then we'll going to take trade for buying on Friday, and it will be very beneficial for us. But now you can avoid for any buying scenario, because here you can see that market trades around higher level and it shows a negative movement there, and if it continues to go down, then you will going to take trade for selling, and that will going to benefit you. Okay, but for now let's avoid any buying scenario. Here you can see that Nifty also shows some negative movement here and it closes below that range, and that range means which is made on that day, and below it closes below that range, and you can expect some selling pressure here if it open flat, or and it opens gap down and it closes below 17,640 or 650, then we're going to take trade for selling, and our immediate target will be 17,600 to 17,520. But let's assume markets open gap down and it closes below 17,560, 17,520, and it shows some more negative movement there. Then we're going to take trade for selling, and our target will be 17,440 to 17,400 down level. But if it opens gap down around 17,500, then it shows any positive movement there. Then we're going to take trade for buying, and our target will be 17,650 to 17,700. But another thing can happen if markets open gap up, and if it's open gap up, it needs to closes above 17,760 to 780 for any buying scenario. If it closes above 70,760 or 70,800, then we're going to take trade for buying, and our target will be 17,840 to 13,850. But if it's open gap up and shows any negative movement there, like if it shows any negative candle on 5-minute or 15-minute candle, then we will going to take trade for selling, and our target will be first 17,720, and we can set our second target to 17,650. But it needs to show any negative movement there by opening gap up, and we can take trade from there. Okay, now let's look into bank nifty components. As I already told you, bank nifty components are really most vital things you should know about during your option trading. And the reason is that bank nifty components are helping bank nifty to go up and down, and if you can track them, if you analyze them properly, like ICC bank shows so much negative moment here, and Kotak bank also shows so many negative moment here, and if you can track this, and you will going to make good profit. But for that, you need to analyze those 6 components, because they have more weightage than other stocks. I prefer those 6 stocks. If you track them during market hours, then it will be going to benefited you in the future. Okay, and now let's look into HDFC Bank. Here you can see that HDFC Bank opens flat, and it closes above 1450, and tomorrow if tomorrow markets opens flat, or if it closes below 1450 and continues to go down, then we're going to take trade for selling, and our target will be 1444 first, and second target we are set to 1440. And for buying, it needs to closes above 1460. After it closes above 1460, then we're going to take trade for buying, and our small target will be 1470. Now let's look into ICICI Bank. Here you can see that ICICI Bank opens the gap up. It opens around 940, and this is the all-time high, I think. And here it is selling. It is a selling zone. Here you can see that market sells here on September 16, I guess. Yes, September 15, and Tuesday also market opens gap up, and it continues to go down. It means some seller are added here. New sellers are added here. You can continue selling if it opens flat, or if it's open gap down and it closes below 920, then we'll going to take trade for selling, and our target will be 910 to 908. For buying scenario, it needs to closes above 940 for any confirmation. Now let's look into SBI Bank. Here you can see that SBI also trading around that higher level, and if it opens flat or opens gap up and closes above 580, then we'll going to take trade for selling, and our buying, and our target will be 586 to 590. But it needs to closes above 580 during market hour, and if it closes above 580 in between 15 to 20 minutes, then we'll going to take trade for buying for sure. And for selling scenario, it needs to closes below 575, and if it closes below 575, then we're going to take trade for selling, and our small target will be 570 to 565. Okay, now let's look into Kotak Bank. Here you can see that Kotak Bank shows so much negative movement here. It opens the gap up and continues to go down, and it closes below 1850. We can take trade for selling if it open flat, and if it opens gap down, then we're going to take trade for selling, and our target will be 820 round level, and if it so close below 820, then we're going to set our target to round level 1800. But for buying scenario, it needs to closes above 875, and if it closes above 1875, then we're going to take trade for buying with small quantity, and target will be 1890 to 1895. Okay, now let's look into Axis Bank. Here you can see that Axis Bank also trading around a higher level, and it shows a negative movement there. And if it continues to go down by opening flat, or if it closes below 900 tomorrow by opening flat or opening gap down, then we'll going to take trade for selling, and our target will be lower level of that candle, which is made on Tuesday. That is 1891. You can set a target there, and if it closes below 1891, then we're going to expand our target to 1800, 880. Okay, and for buying, it needs to closes above 910. If it closes above 910 by opening flat or open gap down, then we're going to take trade for buying, and our target will be 920. Now let's look into our last bank, which is IndusInd Bank. Here you can see that IndusInd Bank trades around that support level, and if market opens flat or opens gap down, and it closes below 1120, then we're going to take trade for selling, and our target will be round level 1100. Then we can set our next target to 1080. But one thing can happen here: if it's open gap down and it shows any positive movement around to 1120, and it continues to go up, then we're going to take trade for buying, and our target will be 1160. But for that, it needs to show any strong positive movement here. If it shows any positive movement between 1120 to 1135, then we're going to take trade for buying. But for if it shows any negative movement here in 5 minute or 15 candle, then we can take trade for selling immediately, and our target will be 1120 to 1100 round level. Okay, and that's it for today, guys. If you like the video, you can subscribe my channel, and you can share it. Bye bye, everyone.